Yeah, anyway. So no matter how nice it is to rely on psychedelics, on food, on substances, on alcohol, on sugar, on coffee and all of these things, I think there always have to be times where you change something, where you say, okay, I've been drinking this for some time now. I've been smoking, I've met people that smoked weed for 200 euros a month. They spent 200 euros on weed per month, and they lived in the Netherlands. And I'm sure that helped them for some time. And they never seem to allow these because everybody asks questions. Nobody's entirely sure that what they're doing is the right thing. I'm sure with some things, simply because I ask questions where I say, is this who I am or how I want to live my life? Cleaning the rims of my car because I value it more than, something else. But, do I have to be overly possessive of a car if I have one? Or could I just say, well, it's a car, right? And if somebody hits it, then he hits it. And the more expensive and flashy the car is that I have, the more jealous looks I'm going to get. So, if I dress like this, there's not much to see, you could say. There's not much to see. Apart from the hat and the camera. But I'm not walking around like some people, that's my city, that's my place, that's my whatever. I have a right to be here. I think I have to earn the right to be anywhere at all. And that's a bloody challenge, because everybody's disgusting. Most of all, everybody's disgusted by themselves. And I want to stop saying, because it's a mantra. You can keep saying, I don't know what I'm doing, and you can keep saying, I know what I'm doing. But the truth is, I'm not sure about it. Because sometimes I know and then I don't know. And I'm constantly transitioning through it. And when I speak about, what kind of stories are you telling yourself? I mean, my neighbor is really weird. I'm just saying that in the hope that she will never listen to this. But I just have to talk about this because that's how people are. And sure, I could only talk about myself, but that gets kind of boring. I just like to talk about situations that I have in my life and then give them as examples. But knowing that most people here don't speak English, means I can actually kind of relax into just speaking about it, because she'll never hear it. Plus, if she acts like this, then, she just should become aware. That's just how it is. And it feels like it's my trump card. I actually could go and visit someone, but I'm not here for that now. I'm just here to pass through because I feel like, sometimes I just go somewhere to dump some energy. Even though I don't, I have a lot of energy, but I just always feel so limited because of my financial situation. I feel really limited. I mean, that's almost an understatement. I feel like, I'm old. I feel like, I'm basically already dead. I'm decaying. That's how I feel like, and that's the truth. I really feel like on the inside I'm already dying. I'm already dying for something. But at the same time I feel strong and young. And then there's this suffering old lady or old man inside of me that has gone through so much shit already. And that's at the age of 34, and that's not even, I mean, you know, I always try to rationalize or bring in the principle of duality or relativity. You know, what's my suffering to someone who lives on the streets in Johannesburg and, you know, earns his right to be there and to remain there by, let's say, maybe killing others or threatening others. I mean, his existence seems much more terrorizing than mine. But in truth, it's again a different story. Because the story that's hiding behind this is also, well, it's just different. I mean, he's living the best life he can. I'm living the best life I can. If I would have born into the streets of somewhere else, I don't know if I would have coped. I think I would have. I think the reason that we have this transgender, let's call it ideology or a cult, right? It's like the transvestite cult or the cult of people who are uncertain about their gender, which is the truth. Because that's what it is, right? And you cannot just point me out and say, what are you talking? No, that's the truth. You know, transgender is a group of people that are uncertain about their gender. And they're just boosting it up. Because what are they saying? We have a problem, you know, we need a solution. Well, I give it to you. Take off your shoes and start being less of a wimp. You're a pussy. You're soft. You're a couch potato. You need discomfort, like lots of it. Lots of discomfort. You need to go into the forest and be washed clean from your shit. You know, we're not talking about sins. We're just talking about bullshit. Because in the face of nature, you're literally nothing or everything, depending on where you look at it, of course. So that's what you have to learn, to humble yourself. You know, there's no radiator in a cold night in a forest. I'm not going to the forest that much because it scares the shit out of me. And that's me talking. Me who does all these incredibly crazy things, but I'm so afraid of going alone into the forest, and I don't even fucking know why. Why don't I go into the forest, spend the night? Because it seems so complicated, right? And then I think about, yeah, but what about a tent? What about water? I don't have psychedelics. You know, these things really annoy me. Because that's just the way it is. You know, I would like to have psychedelics. I would like to be with a woman, you know, but I ain't, and maybe I will never be again. Who's to say? Tomorrow is an eternity away, right? That's torture.